Yo, welcome back everybody to the virtual man cave, man. Once again, you know what it is. Don't adjust your dial. It is Dee Rigga presents Moments with What's good, OG, man? How you feeling, man?
Yo, we here, baby. What's happening?
Man, it's another wonderful Tuesday. I was about to say
No,
Monday.
it's not wonderful. No one. You the cheery one today. I ain't gonna be on no cheery tip.
I
We
mean, you
got
got
we
to
got
be,
issues going down now, bro.
despite what's going on in the world and stuff like that, you got to keep a
Government
positive
shut.
positive outlook, positive mindset. So it's a beautiful day because I'm alive, I'm awake. I'm picking up the flowers and not pushing them up, so I can't complain.
Word
You
up.
know, but what's good, man? What's on your mind, OG?
I mean, it's just looming government shutdowns and tied football games and shit. You know,
Yeah,
it's a lot for a person to go through in one weekend. But like you said, we here, and sorry we missed out on yesterday, but life takes on certain roles.
yeah.
We
Listen, now
sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
keeping it 100. I tell no lies, man. We tell no stories over here. Well, we tell stories, but not no lies. You know what I mean? I'll tell you a joke, but I ain't gonna tell you a lie. I was sick last week. I was struggling with a cough, with a cold, and whatnot. And I'm about 90% healed and stuff like that. Still getting better. I took some medicine last night, and I didn't know it was gonna put me to sleep. But yeah, I was curled up like fried shrimp. Woke up in the morning like, oh, okay, yeah. I guess I don't miss the show. So yeah, it was on me. You know, we tell no lies over here. But man, like you said, you was talking about football. Let's bring up that NFL recap of last week's games, man.
No, man, I'm just going by here real fast and just saying that I feel bad for what's going down with Shador Sanders. One, the Ravens don't look like they're going to be much. I don't understand what the hoobah blah blah is going on over there, but hopefully Lamar Jackson ain't too jacked up. And Derrick Henry needs to do something because
I mean, they did
I
play.
got him in my fantasy football and
I
and he
mean, they
ain't
did
doing
play
too well.
Kansas City though, so you got to
But
give
they
them
were oh no, listen, they're gonna be there's two calls to that now
right.
because they did lose to Kansas City. You know what I'm saying in the NFC Championship. You know what I'm saying? So now you done went back up there and you done went in there and then you got your butt blown out again. You got
Yeah,
beat, and it looked bad. It don't look right, and all the particulars. Lamar got hurt. Derrick Henry out here fumbling footballs. That he looking nervous. Like for the first time, he looked vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot to be looked at, and they 1-3. Lamar is like the second rated passer in football, and they
I
one
mean,
and three, and they
speaking
one
of
and three.
speaking of 1-3, man, shout out to the Giants. Shout out to the Giants. We finally won the game.
Ugh.
Wow, it was like
I'm not a Giants fan, so I don't give a fuck.
wow, wow. Like I just heard that. Ugh. I mentioned the Giants and your screen goes off. That's crazy. Well, just to give you guys a couple more recaps of the games that was in week 4, we had the Seahawks against the Cardinals. The Seahawks won that game 23-20. We had the Vikings versus the Steelers. The Steelers were victorious 24-21. The Falcons played the Commanders. The Falcons were they won that game 34-27. Up next, I had
Put
mentioned
me,
just
put
now
me,
before Unc went
put
off
me in,
screen.
coach. God damn it! Can you
Before
hear
Unc
me?
went off screen, we can hear you, Unc.
I can't hear
Um,
you.
the Giants beat the
What is the?
Chargers 21-18, and then the Texans blew out the Titans 26-0. I don't know what the Titans was on. I don't know if they had for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but
They
they
just
better not.
talking. I can't
They
hear him.
better
Let
not
me.
hurt
Okay, I
anything.
gotta get back. One
Okay.
second. One
We
second. We
hear
got
you.
all
Don't
kind.
worry. I'm gonna keep it going. All right. So While Unc works out his technical difficulties, I'm gonna continue on with the scores. So the Eagles played the Buccaneers, and the Eagles won that game 31-25. Right. Up next, we have the Panthers versus the Patriots. The Patriots
Yo, you
beat
giving the
down.
whole rundown of football.
The Patriots gave the Panthers a beat down by a score of 42-13. I don't know what's going on in Charlotte, but they need to get it together. But if they keep playing like this, tickets will be cheap. I might go to a game.
Hey,
Never. The
yeah, you
Bills, the
still
Bills survived.
rolling?
Oh, I'm rocking and rolling, baby. I gotta keep the show don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Technical difficulties or not. The Bills beat the Saints 31-19. The Lions beat the Browns 34-10. Jaguars defeated the 49ers 26-21. The Colts lost to the Rams by a score of 27-20. The Bears beat the Raiders by 1 point, 25-24. As we was talking about before, the Chiefs beat the Ravens 37-20. The Jets lost to the Dolphins 27-21.
Yeah,
The
that was
Broncos,
that was horrific over there too with
yeah,
Tariq Hill. That was
yeah. We're gonna
that
talk
was
about that
kind
a
of
little bit later.
devastating. Yeah.
Um, the Broncos destroyed the Bengals with a score of 28-3. I don't know what the Bengals had for breakfast. Again, don't eat it. I don't know. Whatever you did, just don't do it again. And I say this one for last because I know Unc probably wants to talk about this the most. The Packers and the Cowboys in final OT had a score of 40-40, and that is how the game ended. And that is your Week 4 rundown of your NFL scores. So,
Damn.
go ahead, man. I know you want to talk about the Cowboys.
I'm not gonna go crazy. I just want y'all to know that I'm not upset. I I just saw something that made a lot of sense. The Dallas Cowboys are the number one offensive team in the NFL. And out of 32 teams in the NFL, they're the 33rd worst defense in the fucking league. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take the good with the bad when you got the Cowboys. So,
Got
yeah,
it
number one,
good.
and the good with the
Smile.
bad. I'm not mad. Everybody thought we was gonna everybody felt like they was gonna get their ass kicked. And true true to light is which I'm saying I've said it. I knew this was gonna be what was gonna happen. Dak is gonna prove to y'all that he is not a bum. It's just that this is the way organizations work, especially ones that are dysfunctional like ours. And two, you can defense wins championships, and you can't give up 40 points a game and think you're going to win. But here's the thing, like I said, we scored 40 points, and I am giving our team a shot if our game stays in. Hey, Art, what's the
All right.
hell?
What's going on?
Panamanian professor, everybody. Bam. That's that dude right there. Yo. So let me finish what my statement is. If we're in a game and Dak Prescott got the ball and he could get us to the 45-yard line, whether it's on our 45 or their 45, we got the greatest weapon in NFL football because he gonna kick
Yo,
a 70-yarder. He
yo,
gonna make it.
Art, put your glasses on, bro. Why you squinting? You squinting, bro. Put your glasses on, son. Forehead looking like a pack of glizzies, man. Don't be using it
Crazy work.
That's dirty work,
Yo,
man.
he
Put
said,
your
hey,
glasses.
that's crazy work.
You saw that? Hey, I'll be right back, man.
Yeah, ain't that cool? Yeah, go put your glasses on, bro. It's probably 9:00, 9:45 at night in the dark. Come on, bro. We is over 40. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna let you know. Yo,
Yo,
right? You is
I'm over it just, hey, I'm just saying. So, yeah, so Yeah, look. So like I said, I had seen that we could be a high octane offense, and Dak Prescott was gonna have to play MVP football. And at this point right now, Dak Prescott is playing MVP football. We just got to have a defense that's got to stop the water that's coming through the big ass fence. that's not that's
You
not a
asking, you
closed
asking a
fence.
lot. You asking a
I'm
lot.
asking again, yo. Only thing I'm riding on is this: if we ever make the playoffs, and it has to come down to it, I know Dak could run a 2 minute drill, and I know that he could get us to the 50-yard line. If we get to the 50-yard line, I have a 75-25 chance of winning the game. If it's within 3 points, two points or less, Brandon Aubrey is gonna kick a field goal. I feel
Well,
that good.
all right. Let me ask you. What did you watch any games last week?
Yeah, I watched. Yeah.
What is there any one particular game that you want to talk about, highlight, or you want to mention, or a couple of games you want to mention?
The only one. I mean, well, let me rephrase that. The only game I really, really, really got to watch was the Dallas Green Bay game. I was able to glimpse over the other games. I couldn't watch the Giants game because I was in church when it was on.
Well, you know what?
But
You must have been praying because they won.
well,
Your,
I mean,
your prayers work.
listen. So I'm on the fence about that win, but I'll tell you why in a minute. Dallas got to tighten up their defense. Oh, I did watch the Baltimore game.
Okay.
They laid an egg. I don't know what the heck was going on with Baltimore. Like it is, I don't know, man. They just not there, man. They just not there. Derrick Henry got 2 key fumbles on game-winning drives. Uh, Lamar just is take over the game, Lamar. Who cares if you got to run? Take over the game. Like, stop listening to these critics. Get out your head. You know. And the defense, and another thing, Baltimore, I think they have to find a new identity because they are living off the reputation of the 2000 defense, and it ain't that defense no more.
It sure ain't, bro. It
It's
sure,
not,
it sure
they don't.
ain't. It
So
sure ain't. It sure
so
ain't.
they have to find a new identity, and
It
what it
ain't even
is.
it ain't even the defense of 3 years ago.
Mm-mm,
It's not. It's not even the defense of 3 years ago, yo.
no,
So yeah, I'm with you on that one, Art, for
now,
sure.
now I'm on the fence. I'm happy the Giants won, but then at the same time, it's like, okay, the Giants won, but your quarterback still didn't barely pass 400 yards. So did we really win anything? I know he's a rookie, but
But he went for it.
it's like, all of a sudden the defense want to start pitching shutouts. Like, come on, man.
Hey, a win is a win. I'm gonna take shout out to the Giants. One is a
So,
win.
Whatever.
but with Dallas, your defense sucked too. So,
I just said that about his game.
Look, everybody be trying to say something like they gonna try to catch me on it, but I'm y'all better come harder than me because I done already said it. This some yo. This some bull snaggy, yo. And I don't know. It's like, are you trying to bait people? But they got Trayvon out
So
there looking like a hot pocket.
let me
You
ask
know
y'all
what
this:
I'm saying? Terrible.
what y'all think of the Shador situation?
uh, I, that's man. We already know what it is.
Cause I don't understand none of that bullshit.
We know we
I
know what it
don't,
is. We know
I don't
that
understand
they're
none
trying
of
to
it.
put the man in the game. He's better than everybody you got on that roster right
Oh,
now.
that now I understand that much. You
But
know, I don't know what else. I don't know what else. I can't.
It's the last name.
it's his daddy.
It's the last
They
name on the jersey.
they're trying to
I,
stick it to his daddy. That's what it is. It ain't got nothing to do with Shador. It's all about Dion. It's
That's
all
what I
they don't
mean.
like. Yeah.
It's the last name on the jersey.
Yep.
Has nothing to do with talent. Has nothing to do with skill, knowledge, or athletic
Mm-mm.
ability. You
Mm-mm.
know,
Same thing. With,
I find that to be the most ridiculous reason there ever was, and I can't believe
yeah,
that one man would make a whole organization lose lose out on what could be again something that they need. If it's anything, a spark, and why not give this individual an opportunity
because you
to
know why?
play because of the
Hate,
it's
name of one other
hate,
person?
it's the
hate,
same
That's
thing.
ridiculous.
Same thing
hate.
with Shiloh.
Real.
Same thing with Shiloh because they cut Shiloh. The tight end basically slung him by his face mask. Shiloh defended himself, and then you cut him. Oh, there's no room for that here. Oh, so I'm just supposed to let this man just throw me around like a rag doll without defending myself? Come on, man. Come on. If my last name was Jones, you wouldn't have cared.
I
They
mean,
mad because Dion
I
came out with a
that's
song. Must be the money that's making them crazy. Must be the money that's driving them wild. And then he went to go hit a home run in baseball and came back and was one of the illest corners in the game. You know, hate. Listen, hate and jealousy is real, and it's nasty. You know,
I don't know. I again, but now you definitely seeing that you got a fan base that's dying for the man to be out there on the field and needs to be out there because the play of your team is really uninspiring. Let's call a spade a spade. The Cleveland offense looks uninspired. Joe Flacco could throw a ball around and they could get it out there, but honestly, Joe Flacco is also being chased around in the pocket and nothing's happening. And they're not having the pop off kind of offensive things that they can have. And again, why don't you put the what is his name, Daniels, whatever his name is, the guy they got as the second string? How the hell you don't even know what the name of the second string is before you go to the third string? Huh? And then you're
exactly.
trying to say that this kid don't know how to, he's not listening or all this other stuff. Hey yo, I find that to be ridiculous. You saw it. You saw what he'll do if he has an opportunity. So what are you afraid? And you drafted him. I mean, I don't give a damn where he went in the draft. He got drafted. You got him. So if this is what you need to do to see if this is the next player up, then why not go for it? And it's systematic. It's systemic. What is this? Where is this coming from? Yo, if it's the coaching staff, if I was the owner, that coach would be fired right now. He'd be gone. But I don't think it's the coach.
Well, the owner didn't want Shador.
And now, if that's the case and you don't want him to play and he's the only reason why you're not winning, or maybe you got a chance, or maybe you be pleasing because you need your fan base to stick around if they believe that you got something going for them. And now you say that you got the guy that could do it, but y'all really don't want the guy that could do it. It don't make no sense. I'm not understanding the whole concept of any of this. And I don't, again, whatever it is, it affects what it means to have fans in the NFL and what it looks like fans are to owners. You know what I'm saying? These people come and pay money to see this team, and you got owners that don't want to put a quality product out there on that field. How do you expect people to want to cheer for you? What is it that you? Oh well, because we own an NFL football team, they'll come and cheer for us anyway. Why would I? Why the hell would I? And this is the crazy part about that shit, because we as Dallas Cowboy fans should feel like them Cleveland fans feel. You're not putting everything out here the way this product is a tainted product, bruh. This is a tainted product. And we shouldn't be out here cheering. Hey, I know a lot of them cheeseheads was mad the other night when they was in Dallas, thought they was gonna get another prize visit. But it wasn't because Jerry didn't give a damn. The hell with that. It's flawed business practices going on. Yo, what happened? Jay left and shit?
He'd be back. He said he had to walk the dog. So,
Oh. Well, I
uh,
wasn't gonna plan on staying on there forever.
but
Cause
so to that point, I think what's happening is the owners are they're trying to send a message, but they're gonna end up cutting their nose off to spite their face.
like everything else that's going on,
And
that's
it's
crazy business.
like
That's crazy
it's
business.
almost to the point where I mean we see what's going on.
Mm.
You know, we see exactly what's going on. But we love football, so we're gonna keep watching.
I don't know. I don't know. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I said, like take us for instance. Like I'm telling you, if y'all didn't notice, if I don't know if how many people watched the game, there seemed like there was a lot of people in them stands. They might have came late. They might have let them people that go in there and buy them $25, $35 stand the ring around folks. They might have let them come down and start filling in some of those seats.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see, I'm telling you, that damn place was not full for that game last night or Sunday night. That place was not as full as it could be. They was trying to fill that shit up. And I'm telling you, because everybody's tired of paying for it and it not be a product that anybody wants to see. And Jerry done went on, he might be trying, and then he ended up talking mess last night. I mean, he started popping off at the mouth again. Jerry Jones is crazy shit. But yeah, they didn't have what they had. Oh,
Well,
they didn't.
Jerry, when they interviewed him after the game or before the game, somebody said he basically confirmed what he told Micah. Said suit up and play or get out or basically something
No,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, he's gonna stick with his guns. That's what he got to go with. Okay, that makes sense. But he also risked. Now he also said he gonna have to make a choice, and he already gave Dak that money. Now this is that stupid gambler thing that he likes to say. Nah, bruh, you had time to keep that dude. You could have signed him early. You trying to play it off like you was the better guy in the better position to do this.
What
Jerry, you was a fucking idiot, Jerry. You're an idiot.
what Dak
Stupid.
could have reached? He could have.
Nah,
Well,
don't put Dak in this. Leave Dak out of this whole damn thing. What Jerry could have did was give Micah Parsons his extension early instead of waiting to give it to him just before the season starts
come
so
on,
that he can have his
come on.
high drama, and he would have gave him enough money and he would have had his place and he wouldn't have had all this issue. He would have got his money and he wouldn't have been in this position. Jerry waited around thinking that he could bring some drama to the fucking house, and he
What
did. And
what
then he
Jerry?
ended up getting played out of his. He got played out of his socks. He got played out of his socks. That's what
Well,
Jerry
I don't.
did.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Jerry had any plans on re-signing Micah.
He didn't want to. He didn't want to because he had already got fooled up. This is why he wasn't going to, because he wanted to make Micah sign a hand-to-hand shake. He wanted to do it against the wishes of his agent. He knew that the agent knew that Jerry was trying to get on some slick shit. He knew Jerry was trying to get on some slick shit. Nah, son, you can't talk to my guy like that. It's got to be us. Okay, we're going to go. Y'all go ahead and let's make a trade for this dude because he ain't going to do what I want him to do. F you, Jerry. F you. You messed that off. Jerry messed that. It's not gonna be easy for him to get over that. It's not gonna be easy. Jerry Jones messed that up. And he'll never be able to get that back.
You
He'll
still
never
ranting
be able to
about
get it.
you still ranting about Jerry?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, whatever.
Man,
Heard that. Yeah, we was waiting for you because I was going. Cause I got okay. We gonna get off this. Yeah, because I can't take it no more. Hey, Dallas is all right. We won 2-1. We'll be 2-2-1 next week. It'll be fine.
all
It'll
right,
be good. Yeah. So look, I got a question for y'all. Hey, you know how you like to ask me questions in the middle of all our little segregated areas. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
today I got a question for y'all, man, and I brought this up because this came from one of your people, Jay.
okay,
You know who it is? The executive producer.
all right.
All right. So the executive producer asked this question. All right, bruh. It's changing of the seasons. Tell me, what do you like about pumpkin spice?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I don't do anything pumpkin spice.
Come on, bro. Nothing at all, pumpkin.
No.
No, all right. So like, the
You would
changing
not
of
see
the.
me. You would not see me in Starbucks ordering a venti pumpkin chai spice, whatever. Nothing.
Yeah, he is because he knows how to order it. He's lying. He is lying. He just made a perfect order.
I get.
I'm not even
I tell
smart
you.
enough.
Ooh,
I'm not
tell
even
you what I
smart
do
enough
get.
to order.
I
he
get
said.
when I
He
do
said.
go to
He said
Starbucks.
it
I get
right. All of it, Jay.
no. Listen, I get a venti americano with a shot of peppermint. That's what I get at Starbucks.
Yeah, Arthur, I'm looking at you different now because you go to Starbucks. I'm not even gonna lie. I look at you.
I
I'm
don't.
looking
I
at you
mean,
different.
I'm once a month, if that.
Nah, don't say that.
Nah,
I'm
You
serious.
man,
ordered it too perfectly to be like once a month.
no. That's two
Move,
of them.
move,
That's 2 times he did
move,
that.
man.
That
Move.
was 2 times in less
Do you
than
believe?
two
Do
What do
you
you
believe?
want?
in less
What?
than
What?
two
What?
in less than
What?
two
What?
minutes.
Do
What do
you
you
believe?
want? What do you want? What do you want?
Look,
What
the
do you want?
dog
Keep that.
is.
What do you want? What?
The dog is
Yo,
like, Dad,
that's
you
the
lying.
that's the
You
that's
lying,
the
Dad. But look,
that's the
I
show.
hate you for
Tell the
lying.
truth, Dad. Tell the damn truth,
You
Dad.
just yelled at
I'm
me for
not gonna
lying.
let you. We went over there to go get the pup cup. You know why we at
You know I get the
Starbucks,
Hey.
pup cup
man.
every day.
Pup cup every day with your latte double whack coffee
Yeah,
chapayani. You knew that shit. How you call that out
yeah,
like that?
yeah.
In
Vente
that place,
Grande, yeah,
Vente
Vente
Grand.
Grande special.
I mean, I do order Starbucks, but not every day. But that's what I order when I go.
The only time I got
Oh,
Starbucks
you gonna make me
is
cough a
when
lung up.
I used to do security at this strip mall, and every morning they would come out and they ask us like, "What you want?" I'm like, "Yo, if you got a beverage that's got strawberries in it or something like that, it's made with strawberries, hook me up." So they used to make this strawberry something mix, and all I know, it tasted amazing. And in the
Was it
wintertime,
a wait? Was it a drink, a tea? What was it?
it was like a juice tea, like a juice tea type thing.
Oh, okay. That
Um,
makes sense.
and then in the
That makes sense.
wintertime, I used to always get a whatchamacallit, a green tea, like a green tea, a little large green tea.
All right,
I
okay.
swear to God,
I
I ain't gonna hold
understand.
you up. So I'm gonna be real with y'all. If the menu got too much going on it, I can't order from it. I'll be real with you because I can't. I'm like, nope, it's too much. I'm good. I'm good. I'm out.
Because I was
This,
tripping because when this came up, this question came up. It was like because it's the change of the holidays and the seasons and shit, and pumpkin be all over the place. Now I told her I don't mind pumpkin pie, and because I'm a sweet potato guy,
yeah.
kind of, but I
So
like pumpkin pies, and
I was gonna say that.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
pumpkin pie is all right.
I
It's
eat
yeah.
no. I'll eat a pumpkin pie like every year. Um, God bless my grandmother. God bless her. You know what I'm saying? I miss her a lot. Every year since I was about maybe 7 years old, she would make me a pumpkin pie just for me.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So but I can only eat it. I can only eat a pumpkin pie though around Thanksgiving. Other than that, you're not gonna catch me, middle of January, August or something like that.
Facts.
Nah, I'm good.
Where the cool with that? Let's go.
Now
That
only
or
only
so.
only around Thanksgiving.
Nope.
So
Eating it
now
all the time. I like it.
what I will say though, what I do like about fall, it has nothing to do with pumpkin spice. For me, this is the get fly season. You know what I'm saying? You get to wear like your nice sweaters and stuff like that, your nice jackets and stuff. You get to look cool, man. You know, the colors outside, the leaves be changing colors and stuff. Everything looks good. As you know, I like taking pictures. I like taking selfies. I like going outside. I like being in nature. So yeah, this is one of my favorite times of the season. You know, I ain't gonna hold you.
What that
Yep.
got to do with what that got to do with Pumpkin Spice, though, man?
I said fall. I was talking about fall. I ain't say. You said this is fall, the season.
I know. I said this about that
You
Pumpkin
know,
Spice. You just
I'm
went
switching
there.
it
I
up.
don't want to. I want to talk about Pumpkin Spice no
Yeah, we ain't
more.
talking about ain't no pumpkin spice,
I
man.
don't
Like
want to talk about no Pumpkin Spice no more.
I
I'm
feel,
done with the Pumpkin Spice.
I feel some
I
type
did
of
that
way.
stuff like, damn, you
I feel
just
some
like,
type of way. We talking about pumpkin
oh,
spice.
you wiped it all the way off. That was
So
crazy.
I mean,
Yo,
I'm
so
gonna talk to
so
Manny about that one.
my
We don't do pumpkin spice over here.
so this is actually my favorite time of the year. Also, man, it's because it's not too cool, it's not too hot. I like being outside, but when it's comfortable to be outside,
And it is comfortable
and it's
our way right
and it's
now, isn't
comfortable
it?
right
It
now.
is
You know what I'm
very
saying?
comfortable. Yes, sir. It
And then
is.
and then shameless plug. My birthday's in 2 weeks, but so
When your birthday,
Oh.
Arthur?
the 12th.
The 12th. You and my nephew share the same birthday.
Come on, come on, let's go.
Then the crazy part is my birthday's 10 days after yours, Art.
I can't hear you. Art over there trying to get Onyx to
He
go
getting
do
attacked. He
tricks.
getting attacked by the dog right now.
Yeah, Onyx is
Yeah,
trying to teach him the
I got a
tricks.
younger brother. We share the same birthday. His birthday's the same day as mine. So yep.
So, you did ask a good question that I think all of us can answer to because none of us do pumpkin spice. We not a pumpkin spice
I
crew.
mean, there's some things that are
You
okay.
know,
It's just, but they do
you know
overrun
what?
us with that
I'm,
shit though. They
I'm
try to
glad.
overdo it. They overdo it, man. They
I'm
do
glad none of
overdo it.
y'all said that y'all like pumpkin spice because I don't think I would have let y'all hear the end of it for a long time. Okay.
It ain't a bad smell. It's just that they do too
No,
much
it's
of
not.
this.
No, we
They
don't.
just overrun it,
We don't
bro.
drink. We don't drink pumpkin spice. That's
No, we
not.
don't drink. No, 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 no,
That's not our thing.
no, no.
Okay.
Yo.
Come on now. Pumpkin spice. Like, think about it. Who drink like? I eat some pumpkin seeds.
Right.
I
As
eat
I'm
a pumpkin
saying,
pie.
and I was just mad about Panera because they don't even make pumpkin muffins no more. You know what I'm saying? That was the only great pumpkin thing
Ah,
ever. The
ah.
pumpkin muffins and the pumpkin muffies, and they don't
So,
got them.
you was eating pumpkin muffins.
Yes, yes.
You might as well get the pumpkin spice. You just
Nah,
a stone's throw away.
bro. When they
Huh.
was seasonal in Panera, listen, he goes get them damn caramel macchiatos with the double espresso with the venti, whatever it is.
With a
Nah,
shot of
bro.
peppermint. Don't
Yeah,
forget
with
the
a shot
shot of
of
peppermint
peppermint,
with a little extra
peppermint.
vanilla on the side.
Right. But no, but yeah, Panera, they messed up, boy, when they took away
So,
and they
Art,
discontinued pumpkin muffins.
I need to know. Do you get sprinkles on your whipped cream
Oh, you
when you go?
dirty. I
Nigga,
almost
I'm
want to
lactose
say
intolerant.
pause on
Whipped
that.
cream.
What happened?
Oh,
I'm lactose intolerant. I can't do whipped cream.
It's Starbucks. They got lactose free whipped cream, yo.
No, man. I don't do whipped cream or sprinkles, man. Don't do that,
I'm just asking. I don't know.
he said
I don't know.
no. He
I don't know
said
what goes on with your
no.
order,
you
bro.
see, you see how he tried to play me, right? You see how
I'm just asking. I just asked if you got sprinkles. I didn't say what kind of sprinkles.
I
I
was
just
gonna
said
go
sprinkles.
pause. I swear I was. I was ready to go pause.
Yo,
But he was like, it was on the drink, the sprinkles. And I was like, I don't know if that's worthy of a pause, but I would have
Nah,
paused. I
he
would
trying to
have.
play me. He
I
tried to play
saw
me.
that, Art. I saw
it
that,
could have
Art.
been.
I
Wow.
saw
Wow.
that.
I'm not throwing nobody. See what happens? I'm just asking him.
Nah.
Do he like sprinkles?
What?
Whatever. So, one of the questions that you asked that you have for the night is At what age do you feel like you were most alive at your party?
Yeah,
Also,
now
you
this
know it's
this is
not right now with the way you yawning.
wow, that's pretty messed up. I was about
Did
yeah,
you see the way he yawned?
bro. It's hard when he ain't got his picture up there no more.
You know, he trying to flex his
You
muscles in his
high now, yeah.
outfit.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to that, 59, they made
Um,
it to that age, and I'm telling y'all, I know that there was an age, and I was kind of laughing about it because I was like between the ages of 35 and 37, and the executive producer was like, "Why don't you be a little bit more specific?" I said, "Okay, 36." Okay, so, but I thought that in the age, with my age at the time between I was the age 35 and 37. Oh, I felt like I was at that was like my pure physical peak form, and I was in the Air Force at the time, and we was doing everything. So yeah, that's when I felt it.
um, yeah, I really can't say a particular age. Um,
Well, okay, you in your 40s now, am
yeah,
I
yeah,
right?
I'm about to be 45 in less than a month.
So, but up until this point now, have you ever felt
I'll
like
be
if there was an age right now that maybe you, because again, Jay, maybe you might have to wait till you hit your 50 in your 50s.
that's what I'm
You know what I'm
see.
saying when you feel
Yeah.
it, and I understand that.
Um,
But
I can say
up until now,
up
do
until
you
now,
think you can?
I don't think I've had moments where I had prime moments, I'll say, because I can't pick a particular age. And usually when I'm walking in my God given power, right? And what I mean by God given power is when I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? As far as putting in the fellowship into the streets and stuff, using my God given abilities, as far as being a mentor, as far as being a behavior therapist and things like that. When I'm doing that and I'm aligned with my purpose, I feel the most alive because that's when everything falls together. Everything is falling in place. Like nothing's out of sync. Now there's been moments to where I've used my used this gift for selfishness, and I wasn't living in my prime. I was living in my lower self. I probably thought I was living my best life, but in reality I wasn't. So there's pockets and errors that I'll say that I was in my prime. But as far as me thinking that did I hit my prime yet? Nah, nah, because you know what? If I hit my prime, if I hit my best already, that means I'm on a decline and I'm too young for that. I'm too young for a decline, or I'm too young for a plateau, so to speak. Um, I'm still achieving. I still got mad stuff to achieve. So I don't think I hit my prime yet because the older I'm getting, I'm starting to realize what I thought was old is not old. You know what I'm saying? Like when you was in your a teenage and stuff, yo, when I'm 30, I'm old, yo, I'm gonna be old. Then you hit 30 and you realize, yo, I now understand what life is. You know what I'm saying? And then at 40, you're living that life. You're living everything that you work for, man. Then you realize, hold up, there's still even more I can get. So I think I'll tell you this though. Me turning transitioning to 45 right now, I think I'm starting to walk into my peak greatness.
Okay,
Um,
so you may be at that point now. You're saying so
yeah,
basically
I think
you might be there now.
as far as being young enough to still physically able to do a lot of things, but also have the maturity and the mentality to manifest these certain goals that I want. I think this is the right age to where everything is fitting perfectly, and it's just up for me to go get it. You know,
All right, so you recognize that you're not invincible. You know that there's limits to where you are,
yeah,
but
I
you
know,
haven't. But you may not have reached your limit. You may not have reached your limit yet.
I know I'm nowhere near close to my limit. I don't even
All
know
right, you know that. You sure that now? Again, you know that there's a limit to be reached, though, right?
the only limit, and it's not even a limit, is when I transition and I'm no longer here in the physical, and I just move on. My energy transcends. Like
Oh
again, like
shit!
I
Somebody
don't even
better.
think
Is
I
this
don't even
being
think there's an
recorded?
end.
This is being recorded, isn't it? All right, Jay.
Yeah. I don't think there's an end. I just think I graduate.
Okay.
I think I elevate. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I still got work to do, and then when my job is done, I elevate from the third dimension to the fourth dimension.
Oh shit!
You know, like energy doesn't
Damn.
stop. Energy don't stop. You can't stop energy. It just transcends. It keeps going. You know, this physical shell ain't gonna last forever, but the energy that's known as Jamal is gonna keep going.
Hey, hey, all right. Can you dig it?
It was the Warriors. The Warriors killed Cyrus. The Warriors did it.
Hey, you didn't feel that if you wasn't, hey, if y'all wasn't in that moment right there listening and feeling Jay, yo, I need y'all to come on now because Jay was giving y'all the sensory portion of the show right there. He was trying to feel your vibe with the realness right
I
there.
mean, it's the real reals. People like this is what I mean. Like, I think I spend a lot of time being hiding my intelligence behind being silly. And I always tell people there's a difference between being silly and stupid. I'm far from stupid. You know,
Yeah.
or
Man, silly and stupid are on two different spectrums. That's for
but
fucking
you know
sure.
what?
That's
People
for
people
fucking
confuse
sure,
people
yo.
confuse the two. You know,
Cause I hear that shit. That's funny. Cause I I'm with you, Jay. It's understandable.
yeah.
That's a good statement. And but that's sad that people see that humor is a stupid thing, especially in life. If they see that, they're missing out on an awful lot. They
You
really
know,
are.
I tell you
So,
what else people mix up: confidence and arrogance.
yeah,
oh,
that's enough. Oh, yeah, yeah, for real on that one right there, Art. That's for real. That's for real.
I'm confident. I know my limitations, but you're not going to take away from me what I can do.
I mean, you could be arrogantly confident. That's for damn sure.
And
You know
then,
what I'm
like
saying?
what happens a lot of times is if if it's somebody that you don't feel like is worth your time or your energy, and you don't give
Hmm.
them the time back that they feel they deserve, then you're labeled as arrogant. Nah, I just know you and I are never gonna vibe on that level, so I'm not gonna waste my time with you.
Listen,
Because
I have a
so
motto, right? When I have conversations with people, um, and this might be wrong, but it's all right. But it's how I govern my life. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm wrong, but this is what gets me through. If I can't learn from you, if you're not going to listen to what I'm saying, there's no need for us to have a conversation. Because what are we getting out of this besides wasting time?
mhm.
I'm good. I ain't got time to waste. So if I can't grow with you, if you can't help me grow, and you're not willing to listen to what I got to say, then I'm sorry. There ain't no need for us to talk.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unk 101. I'm your host today, Dee Rigga, and we got these young gentlemen in here practicing their unk voices right now.
Wait, you know what's messed up?
They really passing on some really good information, and you know we're just having a uncle. You know, it's an unk mentoring moment right now. So Jay, I need you to know that I like what you're saying, Jay. It's actually the right thing to be when you look at that situation. It is that's the way you want to look at it, though.
And I mean with all due respect, like I'm not trying to come off mean or arrogant or like you said rude. But if we not going, if we can't learn and grow from each other, then what we
Right,
talking about, family?
right. We too old for that.
Yeah, I'm too old for the small talk. I'm too old for the chit chat. I got my brothers in the man cave. We do small talk when we small talk, but then we also talk real talk. You know what I mean? It's a balance. So I already got my peoples in my crew who I do the small talk, the chit chat, and we laugh and we kick it. You know what I'm saying?
I need
But
this is the time when Leo needs to come in here and provide us some of his little antidotes. I want to hear Leo shit right now. He would
exactly.
be popping it in here. But you're right though, Jay. It is that this is the place for all that. And that's a good thing, you
Yeah,
know,
There's a
because
plane flying by. I had to
yeah.
put it on
I'm
mute.
good. But all right, what about you though, man? We'll when was the age or a point in your life where you felt like you was at your prime?
Shoot, I don't know. I'm like you, man. I don't really know.
I accept them answers because of two
You know,
reasons. Number one, I'm on my next birthday. I'll be hitting my 60th birthday.
so I be
So I
48.
don't think you get. Yeah, you guys are still. I think that. I think that by the time you hit 50 or mid 50s, I think that that probably would be a better time for y'all to answer that question because by 55, I think that you will see that there's just some parts of you that's you're gonna Jay, your mindset was right. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel as old as I am. I really don't. My body is telling me I am for real. I'm feeling that, but in my mind and based off of how we have to see this world and everything, I feel just as ready about when I was in my mid 30s, as far as how fast I'm processing and seeing things and having to assess what's going on and everything. Like
Now,
I said, 36 was I think 36 was my prime, definite prime year of when that was really like at my highest
so
focus.
36 for me was a bad year.
Really.
Yeah, it was bad and good at the same time. So, um, yeah, I'm not. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not gonna go back there. I'm not. Um,
Okay. I mean, but like you said, Jay
it
said the
was
same thing though. He don't know if he's reached it yet.
well. No, what I'm
And
saying
again, I
is,
mean,
at the age of 36, I went through a lot.
uh-huh.
Um, and I'll tell y'all offline. I'm not gonna talk about it online. So
Right.
it was good and bad. It was bad first, and then it
It
worked
then
out.
manifests into something good.
It did. Um, but I think that was the year up until this point of my biggest growth.
Mm.
Up until this point, I still got a lot more growing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but and the only reason I say that because you mentioned 36, so that's what I say.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I haven't. I don't even think I had a prime yet, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I know because I had now I got like I said, I had time past it and I got enough to work on, I got enough data now that
Right.
I can say I put together a pretty nice timeline and I can say when did I really feel my best? When was I really and again, it as far as your prime is maybe it's your physical peak, your absolute when you're working peak. It should be like I said, I felt like there was a peak at some point and like I said, 36 was that age when I
Because
was moving good, everything was working good, everything was it was way better than I ever thought it
I'll be
was.
real with you. I had a pocket in my 20s, right, where I felt I was invincible. Everything I touched turned to gold.
Mhm.
I,
Mhm.
I was the man everywhere, any which way you looked at it, from work to just everything in life was flowing. Then I had a
Right.
pocket in my 20s where everything was bad, bro. Bad. I
Makes
mean,
sense. Makes
I was
sense.
on the ropes. Then in my 30s, I had a moment to where, I had a pocket to where I was up. I was good. Then I had another pocket where I wasn't good. Like it was real. It
Well,
was
that's
that,
life. That's life,
yeah.
though. You
That's
know what I'm
life,
saying?
right?
So
that's
so that's what I mean. Like I can't pick a time era where I say, I was in my prime because one, I don't know what's next to come. I mean, I know what's coming up next because I know what I'm working towards. And I
well.
know what I'm gonna get.
Now, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Not that, but now I'm just gonna say, like, I don't know what's next. Like I know what's coming up next. And when I get, when that manifests and when it comes into itself, it might be something totally different. I might be in my prime, I might be back in that pocket. Then now I'm in my prime because everything is manifesting. And because of my mentality now, I can take better advantage of it.
So, my 20s, shoot, up until so, I still can't even say that. I'll say this. I had my first major injury at 26. That's when I tore my Achilles.
Gee, I'm
and
not putting you on my kickball team.
and that's and I was in the Navy when I did it. So, but they didn't. So long story short, it's a partial tear. I told y'all this story. It's a partial tear, and this was in 04. So back then they weren't doing surgery on partial tears, and so that's how I ended up with the nerve damage that I have in my leg and my back and everything else. Because
I'd have went to jiu-jitsu class
so
and pop the rest of it and be like, all right, y'all.
So
I hate that,
and then when I was around 33, that's when I had my spinal surgery. So I made a full recovery from the spinal surgery. I still got some, little residuals because my nerves would, still have some residuals, but overall I'm still good. So like I said, I don't even think I had now before my injury, my Achilles, dude, I'm only 6 feet tall, but I used to be able to take the ball, take one power bounce, and jump off 2 hands and dunk.
Hold up.
You just jump off your hands.
I said 2 hands. I did say 2 hands.
You're amazing. That's like Nate running a 4-minute mile.
So I'm serious. Like cats would be like, how this little dude like take it, boom. Wow. After that injury, I can't do it. I couldn't do that no more. So
yeah. I used to do that dunk on the monkey bars, yo.
So at 6 feet, you're not supposed to be able to take a power bounce and just you know what I'm saying?
We gifted.
I mean, I'm not. No. What's that? No,
looking like Harold Miner.
Well, that dude was 6'4". He's supposed to do that.
He's supposed to.
Come on, man. You get on like that. Man. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
You know Harold Miner was that tall.
Yeah, he was 6'4". Like a lot of these cats don't even be looking that tall. Like Byron Scott, 6'5", but you can't tell looking at him on TV.
Sheesh.
Well, he's listed at 6'5".
So that means he's about 6'4", 6'3", 6'4".
Then look, they listed Starks at 6'5". That dude every bit of 6'2". Because I remember when I discovered that, because the Knicks used to play the Bulls all the time, and he's standing next to Jordan. I'm like, well, if this dude is 6'6", Jordan towering over this dude. He ain't 6. Starks 6. I said they lying about somebody's height.
They lying about everybody's height.
Everybody's height. They juking the stats.
Or that.
All right. So next question, yo. Now the first question I got for you for the night, right? Since we talking about being in your prime and stuff like that, and staying in fit, and when you thought you was at your very best, what is one of your biggest challenges right now in life?
Oh, just being able to maintain to actually maintain a physical to remain physically fit. Actually, it is. And if and most of the show people don't know, but when I was 49, I was still actually very active, and we were playing basketball, and I ended up breaking my neck and my back in an accident during playing basketball, and I was a paraplegic for a quick second there. So I didn't have any use of my arms or my leg because I actually had nerve damage in my neck from the break. So I had surgery done, and I had a break in my neck right here in the L2 and L3. Excuse me, yeah, L2 and L3. I believe
No, I
that's what it
see.
was.
Cervical.
Or C2, yeah, C2,
That's
yeah,
cervical.
C2 and C3. And then it's the middle of my back. It was my T2, 3, and the 4. I had a compound fracture in my spine. So Yeah. So it was kind of crazy, and I laid up in the bed for about almost a month and a half. Uh, Actually started getting movement in my arms and my legs. First on my left side. Um, about 2 weeks in, all of a sudden, they had done my surgery on my neck and got my spinal column. They got all the spinal nerve cord. They had that everything and lined that up back and everything, made sure it was okay. About 2 weeks after that, I ended up getting my left arm and my left leg came back at the same time. It was kind of weird shit. It was kind of like I always been sitting there like I always wanted to be thinking about move my arm. Boop, came back. So okay, that's cool. So then a week after that, I got my left leg, my right leg, and then 3 days after I got my right leg, I got my right arm back. So then I went to rehab, did rehab for about 3 months, and then I broke it in June of 2015 because I was 49. Yeah. So I went, I did it in June of 2015. I went home from the hospital that November. I went home and I was walking at the time by the time I got back to the house. And then I think 3 months later, 4 months later, I ended up walking and I was going back to work and shit on a normal basis.
Dope, dope.
So that was the most, if that counts,
That, that definitely counts.
if that counts,
I mean,
so that's how that is. Yeah.
you
So
stemmed it from
now,
physical fitness, just being more active and whatnot.
yeah. So
But
so that's yeah. So
that's
now, yeah. So
that's a good
now,
strong
okay.
reason, something that'll slow you down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you had
So
something that'll really slows you down, brother.
Yeah.
yeah. So
You was
and then
physically immobilized
and
for
we
real.
and most of these guys know, and Big Rob, a couple of our old man cave crew guys that I used to ball with, or they'll tell you when we was between 47 and 49, we was balling like 2 times, 3 times a week, and everybody was balling. I mean, like we was really going at it. So I was looking to play ball. I was hoping to play ball until I was 55, wreck, pick up whatever it is. But sometimes it got thrown at you. So at this point now, it's just making sure I got enough wind to walk around when I go on some tours with my, with my family and everything.
So
But that's important, though. It's also trying to keep fit to be able to feel, excuse me, that good too, to be able to get around and everything. Yeah.
so I guess one of the biggest challenges. So the question is, Arthur, right now, you can ponder your answer while I give mine. But the question is, what are your biggest challenges right now? So as for me, um, I'm not gonna lie. I would have to say maybe. Yeah, I remember maybe about 2 years ago. About 2 years ago, I was in that bad car accident.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
that yeah, that accident changed me. I hit my head kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? I hit it really hard. You know what I mean? Because I was coming off the highway, and I had the green light, and the oncoming traffic had the red light. I was coming up, and I was making a left hand turn, like how you come off the off ramp, and I was coming up, and I was making a left turn, and the car ran the red light while he was trying to make a left
yeah.
to go to get onto the highway. So he T-boned me, pretty much pause. And instead of my head going straight, hitting the front of this, hitting the in the steering wheel direction, it kind of hit the side of the car, and he barely missed the front side, the driver's side door, just by like this much. So I kind of hit my head kind of hard and stuff like that. So I guess one of the challenges was, and I still deal with it now, not as much, accepting the new version of Jamal. You know what I'm saying? After you hit your head, things change a little bit sometimes. Um, and that is probably one of the biggest challenges. Just accepting that things are different. This is not the new. The old is gone, and it's okay. Accept the new because you can't change it. So you just have to move on with the new and embrace the new. I guess what's dope about it is that I'm by profession, I'm a behavior therapist. So yeah, I can handle this. I already know what to do to handle the newness and just accepting it, for the most part. That is probably the biggest challenge that I deal with because certain things day to day, like I will tell you one thing that I struggle with now. I'm I'm forgetful of certain things. And I wasn't always like that. I mean, I was forgetful of stuff, but now I'm more forgetful of things. And that, I'll leave my house, get in my car, and be like, "Oh man, I done left my phone in the house. Now I got to go all the way back." And I'd be like, "Good God." So it's things like little things like that, you know, that is like the most challenging and stuff like that. But it also put me in a position since I noticed I live off of timers, I live off of notes and stuff like that. I'll go into my phone and be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, don't forget to do that. You gotta do this, you gotta do that, run off of that." So even though it's a challenge, it put me in a position to be a little bit more responsible in it, and I had to adapt. So yeah, I guess that's one of my biggest challenges right now. What about you, Art?
So mine is balance and acceptance. To your point, as far as what you can do physically, um, again with the Achilles injury and the nerve injury, I can't run anymore. Um, and when I say I can't run, it just hurts too freaking bad. So and then it's like radiating nerve pain. If I run, it'll literally shoot up my leg and sit in my back and just sit there, right? Like I said, I had the spinal cord injury. I had the surgery, had the Achilles injury with the nerve damage. So, and with both my kids in sports now, I'm limited on how I can show them how to do certain things. I have to find it. I had to and still have to and still finding new ways to demonstrate the techniques. You see what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
acceptance. Even though I'm still in the gym and I'm working out, it's acceptance. Like, okay, well, you can't squat no more. You can't leg press no more. I leg press at one point 1,000 pounds. You can't leg press no more. You know what I'm saying? I was deadlifting almost 500 at 195. I was deadlifting almost 500 pounds. I can't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? So um, balance as far as being in a fraternity and both my kids in sports, balancing all of that and still having time to spend with quality time with the kids and the wife and working. So those are my biggest challenges in life. So yeah, because I gotta go to work. You know what I'm saying? And that's 8 hours a day. Move,
Got gotta eat.
move. The dog attacking me, man. You in attack mode tonight. Killer lab over here. Good
Because
lord.
he's still mad. He's still mad that you lied about whatchamacallit. Star.
What? I see you. I see you. Okay.
About your
Say hi. Say hi. Say hi.
pumpkin pie.
Look. Say hi. Say,
Onyx.
Onyx.
say hi. Say what's
Onyx.
What up, Onyx?
Be like,
up.
I don't pay no attention to nobody else. It don't sound like that.
Right.
You ain't get me. I know that's a boo box.
I wish all of us, you know, we overcome our challenges and stuff like that. I know we are because we are all three men who we like challenges. Honestly, we believe it or not, we come from that era where if we don't have a competitor, and what I mean by competitor, if we don't have a personal challenge or a personal goal, we don't perform our very best. You know what I'm saying? We from that where we cut from that cloth to where you give me a problem, I got a solution. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't fold. I may be discomfort, I may be upset, I may be agitated, but guess what? I'm gonna figure it out.
Most deaf. Most
I'm
deaf.
gonna get over it. So just to lighten up the mood real fast, because I know that was a heavy heavy question. You asked us, do you prefer lasagna or spaghetti?
There you go. There you go. This just easy.
I
What
mean,
you?
I prefer lasagna. I just can't eat it
Why?
because
He
I'm
lactose
lactose
intolerant.
intolerant.
I mean, but you don't have to make lasagna with cheese though.
How else are you supposed to make lasagna?
Yo, bro, I mean, you can layer it with other stuff.
With
You
what?
know,
What?
I don't know. I mean, I don't. I'm not lactose intolerant. I do mine with
You
cheese.
you you
But
can
I
make
seen vegetable. But I seen vegetable
It's still
lasagnas.
cheese in it though.
nah. You can make vegetarian.
Some
Make vegetarian
vegetarians,
lasagna.
yeah,
But vegetarians eat
vegetarian.
dairy. The
So
only
make
Nah,
vegan.
not all of them.
the
So
you
make
talking about
vegan.
vegans then?
Yeah,
Vegans.
make vegan.
Okay, vegan.
I'm not eating no vegan lasagna, man. I'm not doing
That might not be bad, bro. I
Well then,
I
I
would.
don't know why you pick lasagna.
I mean, that's what that's
Yo,
what I
Was that
no, that's what I
a
prefer.
what?
You didn't ask me what I can eat. I just it's what I prefer to eat.
That's yeah.
True
That was
indeed.
that's the question.
Nah, you absolutely right about that.
That's
So
true.
I ain't gonna front. For me, I'm definitely gonna pick spaghetti.
I mean, is that definite?
Yeah. That I'm always gonna pick spaghetti over lasagna. If you
All
always
right,
tell
so
me
okay, cool. So you got that, but here it is:
right,
meat sauce or meatballs and sauce.
meat sauce. Don't give me no meatballs. Pause. I don't oh, you give
Wow.
if you give me meatballs, I'm gonna think you don't like me. Pause.
Really?
So
Yeah,
you prefer the meat sauce over the meatballs? Pause.
yeah, yeah.
Why am I pausing? It's
You know what?
okay. We
You know
having
what?
food,
On this
man. Get
subject,
it.
for the flag on the play, for the next minute and a half while we talking about spaghetti and meatballs, we do not have to say pause. That's
Oh,
it.
thank you, bro. Thank you. We just having
Okay. So
spaghetti.
you prefer the meat the sauce over the actual meat?
No. So you know
No. Meat, you
the
got
meat. So when you
ground up
so
your
like
meat
ground
in
beef,
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
up
put it
ground up
in
beef.
there. That's right.
Yeah, give me the meat sauce. I prefer the meat sauce.
Okay. All right. Now I'm not either way. I like spaghetti. I'm not. It's not getting picked over no damn lasagna though. I'm gonna make my lasagna. I like that, but I don't mind to have if it's a good meat. Some people know how to make good meatball. I used to live above an Italian family that cooked, and if you ever had spaghetti and meatballs from an Italian family, yo, it's lights
No, they
out,
don't
bruh.
give you. They don't
It's
give you. They
lights
don't give you
out.
meatballs. They give you a meatball that be like this big.
It's that big, yo. It's yo. It's crazy. It's golf. It's bigger than a golf ball.
It's like a grapefruit.
Tennis ball. That's
Yeah.
the size. Tennis ball, bruh. And always just seasoned correctly. Like the only thing you gotta do is put the marinara and the cheese, and then throw it right on top of a big ass pile of spaghetti, and let it just go, and then break it in there while you're doing it. Awesome. That's why I say I can't fight. If I'm going to have spaghetti, I like it with a meat sauce that's real thick with meat, but a good set of meat. Oh my gosh, man, that's some good stuff right there.
Nah, I'm always like
Okay.
always like if you put in front of me a plate of lasagna or a plate of spaghetti, yeah, I'm gonna take the spaghetti because like you can't eat lasagna cold, but you can eat spaghetti cold.
Who can't eat lasagna cold?
Wow, you're crazy. You eating that cheese cold, bro?
I don't know. It don't taste the same.
It don't.
Hey Jay, that's crazy. I never heard somebody liking cold spaghetti,
I don't
but
eat cold
that's
spaghetti.
true.
I don't eat cold
That's true.
spaghetti.
Somebody
Cold
yeah,
three
yeah.
foods I think that you can eat cold, Joe. spaghetti.
Cold spaghetti. Yes, I can do that.
I mean, I
True.
might be showing my, you know,
That's
how
your
low I am.
ghetto. That's your ghetto. That's your
That,
ghetto
that's that,
mode, bruh.
that's the hood
That's
Okay.
card
you
right there.
gotta get the last
That's
bit of good
straight hood card
spaghetti
right there.
because you're gonna go get it out of the refrigerator
Just
in
eat
the
it.
morning and just eat it before somebody else do. Cause that shit was on point last night when mom made it. And yo, bro, yeah, hey Jay, you really bringing it back 3 folds in the shade, brother, like that. That's for
Then
real, man.
fried
That's
chicken.
for real.
Fried chicken
Fried
I can eat cold.
chicken.
Yeah, I can eat
Yeah, fried
the only
chicken.
the only fried chicken I can eat cold is from my Panamanian grandmother. The way
I was gonna
So
say it had to be homemade fried chicken though. It
homemade.
had to
Yeah.
be
yeah,
homemade fried
that's
chicken.
in the way that's the only way I can eat chicken cold. Fried chicken.
That's
And
the only way you know that chicken is cooked too, so you can eat it cold.
and
Right.
pizza.
You know you can't eat everybody's chicken cold. God
Oh
damn it.
no.
Mm-mm.
And
So
pizza is the other thing that you can
Yeah, you
winner,
can eat
winner.
pizza. You can eat pizza
There it
cold.
is.
Real
There
pizza
it
though.
is.
You can't
Okay,
eat this
real
new pizza
pizza.
cold though. Like when we was growing up, you could eat that pizza cold. Like this
Yeah,
new
bro.
stuff.
I'm not talking about Domino's pizza or Pizza Hut pizza. You can
Nah,
eat that
hey,
cold.
it's gotta be a nice
It gotta come from an
a thin
Italian
slice.
restaurant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. I
yes,
take you're right.
sir. Yeah, that's again,
Yeah,
Now
Jay.
now
I
if
gotta go with that one.
depending
That's a good
now
one.
depending on where you get your wings from, you can eat your wings cold.
yeah.
Mm,
Depending on where you get them from. You
right.
can't eat
Wingstop.
That's true.
Now I'm gonna tell you right
Yeah,
now, Wingstop, you can eat them cold.
I'm not gonna argue with that one, especially if you get a good
I
flavor.
haven't, but you know what? I'm gonna say this. I haven't had Wingstop in a couple years because I used to. And you know this place. I used to get my wings from this place called America's Best.
Oh,
That-
yo, if we
Oh,
gonna shout out, we finna shout out tonight. America's
so,
best, baby.
but
Yo,
I'll
especially
say
which
this:
one? Which one? The
the,
one because the one in Upper Marlboro used to jam,
the
bruh.
one, the one that is close to me is not as good as it used to be. They changed the kitchen
Uh
staff about a year ago, and I haven't eaten there
oh.
since. Um,
Oh.
but there's one that's in Southeast off of Pennsylvania Avenue. No, not off Pennsylvania Avenue. It's over there by Forestville Mall.
Oh, we've been there. I know what you're
That
talking
joint
about.
is in the middle.
Yeah, that
You gotta go to
yes.
the one in the hood though. You gotta go to the hood. See,
Yeah.
see,
We've been. My boy took me
the
there.
part of the issue, because I'm in the burbs, so the America's Best where I'm at is not that good. And then there's one, and where I used to live over in Landover Hills, off of 450. That one is pretty good.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
it was good when I was there. I don't know what it's like now because I ain't been there. But you can't. Uh, so then there used is this place in Clinton. So the thing is, man, like with the wing spots, once they change the kitchen staff, it's
He
like
got- they take their
don't
grease with them. They take
like,
the grease with them. Yeah, I take my
like,
grease when I go. I'll leave you
like,
now. Bite.
because it's this place in
Goodbye.
Clinton I used to go to, and that they changed the staff, they changed the ownership, and it don't taste the same, man. That's like so I've been hard pressed to find good wings, man.
Motor oil is different than cooking oil. Goddamn it, you know what
I,
I'm
I don't I don't
saying?
know, man. It's different, but I don't get my wings from Pizza Hut or Domino's and nothing like that because they don't cook the wings all the way.
No, it got to be America's best, Joe. They do be putting it
So
down,
if
and
we
that
want to shout out a wing spot. One of the best wings I ever had in my life. I was upstate New York, yo. Shout
Pan-
out.
Panteras.
Nah. It is on Syracuse. It's out there by Syracuse University. It is called Varsity Wings. Varsity Wings has the best wings I've ever tasted, hands down.
Now,
Like
yeah,
they were
all
the
these
best.
places getting their call outs, and
so
Like
y'all
I'm
ain't nobody ever
got out a
been to
spot
nowhere.
in upstate. It's in Canandaigua. I don't know if it's there because this, of course, I was a kid. But the first time I had wings, we lived in Rochester. Well, no, I'm sorry, we lived in Victor, and there's this place in Canandaigua. It was called Panteros Wings. Of course, you know we were only like maybe 45 minutes from Buffalo, and that's where Buffalo wings were invented. So um, that was the
That's a
first time.
mom and pop store too, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I don't even know if they're still in business. I'm gonna be honest with you, because this was like 88, 89 when I was there. So they probably are, but I ain't been up there in so long.
Listen, I hope Varsity Wings is still out there, even though I'm pretty sure they were, because they was pretty much like a block off campus from Syracuse
Yeah, they
University.
probably still there.
Yo, they wings were amazing, man. I still think about it to this day. So, next question. We're gonna keep this upbeat. We're gonna keep it rocking and rolling. Matter of fact, no, we're gonna get a little serious real fast. We're gonna ask about two more questions because we've been, it's coming up on 11 o'clock hour. We've been on here for almost an hour and a half, so we got two questions. One serious and one silly, right? So let me ask y'all this: what's the most important relationship in your life?
You already know mine is.
Go ahead, Art. What's your answer?
It's
I know
God.
your answer.
Huh?
I said we know your answer. The people don't know.
It's God.
Okay. Your spiritual foundation, your rock, your source, the all in all. You know what I'm saying? The all seeing eye. You dig it? What about you, Unc?
What's the question?
what's the most important relationship in your life?
Oh, I knowing me, the fact that I now embody the fact that all goes through me is where it goes. So yeah, I kind of took light of it for a second. Like I was trying to hear why God is, but nah, it's me. It's me. It's
Um,
me.
I agree with you. That was gonna be what I say the most important relationship that I have in my life right now. I have to be with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be honest with yourself. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to look at yourself in your mirror.
Yeah.
You have to know your limitations. You have to know what you're capable of, right? Because I have, not only my kids who depend upon me. I have a lot of people who depend on what I do and how I act and how I move and the decisions I make. So with that being said, I have to make sure that I'm in sound mind, body, and spirit, and I'm able to make the best decision not only for myself but for others and see how it affects other people. I can live selfishly and do what's just best for me, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm entitled to that. I'm human, right? But like I was saying before, knowing my God-given ability, talent, and what I'm supposed to be doing and my purpose is a higher calling. I can't put myself first. You know, um, I use the example of a wolf pack, right? If you ever see a wolf pack move when they roll, the alpha never leads from the front. The alpha leads from the back. Okay, and that's a sense of protection. Okay, nothing behind me is gonna run up and attack my clan. I'm the first line of defense um, from the back of the line. And being that I am the alpha, I am the strongest, I am the biggest, I'm the one who makes the decision. If somebody tries to run up from the front, I'm quick enough to get to the front to eliminate whatever problem we have, and I'm gonna get to the back of the bus and keep everything cool. Okay, so that's why to me the most important relationship I can have is with myself as far as complete understanding and honing the skills that's necessary to make sure that not only am I successful, that the people around me are successful. Because it ain't no fun going on top of the mountain if you're sitting there by yourself. You know, success is only you only enjoy success when the people that take the journey with you reach the top. You know what I'm saying? Then everybody gets to celebrate. But yeah, that was I think that was all wonderful question, answers to our question to the question. And I guess the last one for the night, we can end it with this. What is the baddest car you have ever driven, owned, or rented?
Go first, Jay.
For me, if I think about it, I'd probably have to say it was when I was on vacation. Where did we go? We went. I believe we was in Florida, and you know the Benz drop top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to drive that for maybe about 35, 40 minutes, and then my cousin was like, "I get out my car," and I was like, "All right, cool. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me go get some gas." I was studying. You know, life is love. So that was my experience. That was cool. I thought I was somebody important. What about you, Art?
Believe it or not, it's not the Ferrari I drove. And
Oh, you fancy.
I'm gonna tell you why it's not the Ferrari. Two reasons. Um, for one, it didn't have a clutch. It was an automatic. And anybody, y'all know me, I'm a purist. I want 3 pedals on the floor, right? So to me, honestly, man, I'm a sentimental dude. The baddest car that I've ever driven, and not because of the car, it's because of who taught me how to drive it. It was a Porsche. It was my pop's Porsche, and that had 3 pedals. So that was the first thing I ever drove. It was the first time my father ever took me out driving, and I learned how to drive a stick shift on the Porsche. So,
Nice.
so that was the baddest thing. Those are the 2 baddest cars I ever driven. So
Okay, what about you, Aunt?
Now I sat in a lot of nice cars, Maybachs, Bentleys. Recently in some Aston Martins. Uh, I would like to sit in a Urus.
Yeah,
I think that
y'all making
yeah.
me feel broke.
But the baddest car that I got to drive was just recently, a couple of years ago, was the Lexus LS 200.
Mm.
Y'all, man, my nephew Reggie had it, and he's an entrepreneur and he started his own business. So he really did well a couple of years back for himself and got himself into a nice situation. So he ended up leasing one, and we bowl a lot. So we were going bowling, and he was like, "Unc, drive the car." I was like, "Shut up," and he was like, "Yeah." And yo, bruh, I've never driven a Formula One car, but if I did, I imagine it's something similar to a LS 200. That is the sleekest fucking car I ever been in. But to
Now,
tell you the truth, it's not the baddest one though. The baddest car I ever drove in when I was in Japan, and it was a Skyline GTR 1990. And I never have ever sat in a car with a stock 500, and that damn car
look,
had more
let me
power than it had anything. So
let me
that's the
ask y'all a
baddest
question.
car I ever got in.
What was your favorite car that you ever drove?
My yeah, I call it, I drove minis.
What, minivans or Mini Coopers?
No mini. I've owned 3 Mini Coopers. I've owned three
You
of them.
don't you don't look like a Mini Cooper kind of guy.
no,
I,
you
I
No,
would
don't.
I
never,
no
I
I
would
no.
would
have
have
never
I
never
called
pegged
Mini
you
love
Mini
minis,
Cooper.
minis,
ever.
minis,
All
minis,
right,
bruh,
Jason
minis.
Statham Italian job.
Yo, bruh. Why y'all laughing? Why y'all laughing? My first one was in Okinawa. I was the first American on any base to own a damn mini in Okinawa in 1990. We left in that, no, 2000, because we left there 2006. I got it in 2004. Yeah, I had a yellow
You
one, a
also had
yellow and black one.
A Daewoo, didn't you?
No, no Daewoo's, no Daewoo's.
I'm messing
But
with you.
yeah, I had a yellow mini one, and it's like a Cooper one. So yeah, I had one. Um, then when we got back, and I was in Abilene. I went to Dallas and I ended up buying me a mini Clubman. That's the longer one, the longer version, because that's when we had Vince. So instead of 3 of us in the family, we had 4. That was the family car. And then when I came to Virginia,
He was
I ended
robbing
up
banks with the family car, Unc. That's crazy.
dope, right? You know what I'm saying? With the back that folded out. It was dope shit. But then when we got to Virginia, I had to get another vehicle, and I traded in the red Mini from Abilene and got it's the two-door version of the Countryman, the Mini Countryman. It was called the Paceman, and then it was a six-speed, Art. Yo, bruh, it was a six-speed, bruh.
Now you're talking arts language.
Let me tell you something, boy. That a mini with six-speed. Oh, bruh, but womp, womp, womp,
Yeah,
womp, womp.
I drove a six
Pop,
speed.
pop, 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 pop.
I've
Yo, bruh, I'm
I've
telling
driven
you.
a 6 speed Mini.
Yes, sir.
Them jokers them jokers are
Yes,
nice.
sir. And they hit the road. Yo,
Huh?
honestly, the closest thing I believe that you'll get to any good like foreign sports car, a mini will take that. A mini will take that. A mini will make your ride that
So
much closer to riding Formula One, baby. Them
now,
fucking
uh,
them low ass bastards be rolling.
my favorite car, believe it or not, was a 2004 Pontiac Grand Am. When I say that car, my car, I used to call it the Brown Hornet or the Golden Delight. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like a brownish, goldish, like copper kind of color. Man, listen, I ain't going front. I had the car for maybe about 6 months, right? And I'm just driving regular, like I'm chilling. In my mind, it's a Pontiac. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't go fast. It's just a regular car. You know, it was a V6. Um, but it was good. Like it just moved. It was good on gas. Everything was straight. Then one day I was on the Belt Parkway. I was with my friend. I was letting my friend drive my car. We was on the belt. He was like, yo, you ever opened your car up? I was like, nah, not really. Like I just be chilling. I be cruising. He was like, you know your car goes mad fast, right? I was like, no, it don't. Like it's a Pontiac, bro. My car don't move. He said, yo, all right.
Watch this.
He said, yo, I'm about to open your car. I'm about to open it up. Like, we good, right? I'm like, yo, do your thing, bro. I trust you. Like, if I didn't trust you, you wouldn't drive my car. You know what I'm saying? You had your license longer than I had mine. Yeah, let's just say after that night, I was going fast everywhere I went. I said, I didn't know it goes this fast. I was moving in that car. So that 2004 Pontiac Grand Am, that was probably one of my favorite
So,
cars.
you remember the Eagle Talon TSI?
The Eagle Talon.
It was basically the Eclipse with the Eagle badge.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I had one of
yeah.
those for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
The timing belt snapped and blew my engine. So I ended up selling it for 2 G's with the blown engine.
Hold up, Art. You had one of these right here. Hey, Art, that was from 1992, yo. That is like the most vintage car ever.
To be in one, that's some shit, yo.
Yep. No, not the Eclipse. I had the Eagle.
This is what this is.
No, Scoot. Yeah, the black. This one right there. That one right there. I had one of those for about 2 weeks.
Damn. Those are pretty boss when they came out too. Those were pretty.
That was a stick shift.
Yeah,
So,
that was pretty boss. Yeah.
but like I said, I was in college. The timing belt snapped, and
I knew you. I knew you was mad as fuck.
bent. Look, it bent up all my pistons, and I didn't have
Mm.
to get it.
Oh,
I didn't have the money to get it fixed. So the mechanic was like, "Look, I'll buy it from you for 2 G's." I was like, "Okay, 2 G's. I have $0. Yeah, I'll take it."
Oh yeah.
understandable.
So,
Understandable.
Cost him probably 500-600 to fix it.
look, because he's a mechanic, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he knew with the parts and stuff like that. Probably like I said, probably cost him about 500 to fix it, and then he either kept it or he turned around and flipped it. It sold it for like $4 or $5 grand.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, y'all. I think that wraps up a wonderful, beautiful show. We was out here for 90 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody was thoroughly entertained. I hope you got some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a spaghetti guy. You know what I'm saying? Unc and Dee Rigga. I said Unc and Dee Rigga. Wow, that's the same person. Unc and Art. You know, they like lasagna and stuff like that. Even though Art can't eat lasagna because they give him give him bubble guts, and he got the boo boo butt. You know what I mean? But before we get out of here, though, Unc, is there anything you want to say to the people?
All right. Oh wait, you didn't do it.
What?
The disclaimer.
Oh, listen, the words and opinions expressed on this platform, on this show, are those of the speaker and the speaker only. They do not represent anything on the Virtual Man Cave Entertainment. They do not represent anything from anybody else, just the person who is speaking at the moment. Say what you have to say.
Oh, okay. Yo, I'm hoping that we could get through this government shutdown very soon. It's going to affect a lot of people, and I hate to start thinking that we as a country are starting to fall off. So we got a chance to be able to get ourselves back, but I'm telling you, don't ever invite 800 general officers to one place again and tell them and fat shame their people, and they're gonna make
And you
people
can't do one pull up. You can't do
and
one
you
freaking pull up.
and tell training instructors that they can start putting hands on the new recruits.
Okay, do that. Okay.
That's not smart. That's
No.
not smart.
Oh, he said you could put. They could. Okay. All right.
They can start beat. Yeah, you can start. Yeah, they start getting them fear ready, bro. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
What?
That's
So
crazy.
so yeah, I just want that. I need this to change for us.
A 5-time draft dodger.
We need that to change. We need all this to change, really.
All right, what you got for the people?
Well, you know, it don't ever change. Seek God first. Everything else will follow.
You know it. Yo, for me, before we get up out of here, y'all, let the word accountability just marinate on your spirit, on your brain, on your soul, on your heart, yo. We live in we living in times now where people don't want to be held accountable for their actions, words, and things that they contribute to society. Every action has to equal a greater reaction. So if you put negativity out there, it will come back to you. If it comes back to you, just be held accountable. Just understand what you did, what your part what was, and accept it. If you want something different, do something different. All right. That is that, yo. Love is love, man. We appreciate everybody who tapped in and tuned in. Until next week, it's the crew, the same usual suspects. We out of here, family. Peace.